before I get into this yes plan. If you were not at Super Saturday and you didn't hear the announcements, next trip, so next year's Success Club trip is a cruise to the Bahamas and Labadee. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But it is, y'all, the cruise is by far my favorite trip that they've ever done. When we went on the cruise, we had so much fun. Not that I didn't have fun at the other events, or the other Success Club trips, but like cruise by far is so much fun because you get to be with everybody. Like at the resort, you're kind of more spread out. You're kind of just hanging out with your team and you meet people, but on the cruise, you're like stuck on a ship and the whole ship is Beachbody. They ran out the entire ship. If you are a person that's like, I don't want to be on a ship all the time, it's so big. It's like, it feels like you're on land the whole time. So I'm not a big cruise fan. Like I've been on Carnival a bazillion times and I'm just like, this sucks. Like I want to get off this boat. This is not like that. They have zip lining on the freaking boat. They have like a wave thing that you can like play in the little waves. I don't know. It's cool. So highly encourage you. I know registration opens tomorrow, right? For elite coaches. And then like throughout this week, it's like premier and then it goes down. And the way that they do it is they invite you based off your Success Club points from last year. So they might tell you like, you know, you're on a wait list of you're this number on this wait list. And they'll email you when you get off of it. But in order for you to get off of it, you have to keep hitting Success Club. That's why we talk about Success Club all the time. And I think that this plan will help you as well. But be at that trip, y'all. Make these trips non-negotiable. Like, I promise you, you don't want to miss them. I promise you. Even if you can't get the whole trip paid for, because you can only earn up to a certain amount of money towards the room. I always pick the cheapest room because I'm never in the room. So my trips are always like completely paid for. But if you want to like upgrade to a fancier room, then you have to pay for that. But even if you can't get the trip upgraded, if you can't get the trip fully paid for, then if you only have to pay $400 for you and someone else to go on the rest, everything else is paid for, food, like excursions. I know I'm not positive on that, but I know last time they gave us like cruise dollars that we could spend on the boat. So like all of our excursions and our alcohol and all that was paid for. So be there, like make it a non-negotiable to be at that trip. Okay. Second thing, Team Cup is in February. For those of you who are new, I know we have some new coaches on here and y'all are probably like, oh my God, this is already like overwhelming. Don't get overwhelmed. I got you. Okay. Team Cup is a little competition we have. I believe it's teams of 5. And we basically just get points for helping people get started in their health and fitness journeys, and getting signed up with challenge packs. Get on a Team Cup, y'all. Make it non-negotiable to be on a Team Cup. So those are like my Super Saturday, I guess, announcements. If you were not there, there was a ton of other announcements, and I will post them throughout the week. Oh, Summit tickets are on sale for $145. Get your Summit ticket. I have to look at that this week to see where we're going to stay, because I haven't even like looked or thought about it. So get your Summit ticket, make that a non-negotiable. Okay. So let's get into this yes plan. Okay. So I don't know if any of you or most of you probably have, seen Lindsay Stay's new, DFG group. So she hasn't closed out the big Destined for Greatness group, but she moved over to this other group saying like those that want to build an income in a business that want to try out this new plan that she's come up with, head over to this group, right? And that's really where she's like focusing her attention. She went from 3,000 people to 300. So that's how you can see, that's a big difference, right? You can see who's here for discount. Maybe they're here for the community, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But there's not that many people that actually want to make this into a business, into a income building business, right? And there's no lie here that like last year, and some of you might not know this, but last year was a hard year for a lot of coaches income wise. We are transitioning into, more Beachbody on Demand things. They are changing the way that challenge packs were created and sold. So volume was down, and a lot of people were leaving, and Beachbody saw that and saw, you know, why they were leaving was because of the income. Now I made a full-time income last year, so I'm still making money, but a lot of coaches that were making 6-figure, 7-figure businesses saw a huge dip in income. That's any business. Any business. That's nothing new to any business in the world, right? Like, you have your ups and downs. But what I love about Beachbody is that it is seeing the issues and they're working their butt off to fix that, all right? But with this plan, basically it is going back to typical network marketing. So before you like hop off and you're like, I don't want to be a network marketer, sorry to break it to you, we are in a company that is a network marketing company. And I'm not sitting here telling you you have to necessarily be like a shove down your face network marketer. But going like Beachbody, the way that we've come about, like, we were originally a network marketing company. We still are, but the coaches have made it into something that's way more work, way more time, way more energy. Not to say that being in network marketing doesn't work, but having to run multiple groups every single month, having to message all these people every single day, like, that's exhausting. It's exhausting, and people are getting burnt out on it. So Lindsay, and I know y'all have probably seen some of her videos and stuff. If you haven't, go look at them. And if you're not on our team, I will send you the video. Okay, so I'll send you the videos that she's made to kind of explain it a little bit further. But I had a call with her because, to be honest, y'all, like, this scares the heck out of me. I was brought into this business for the discount, and I've always led with challenge groups because that's how I was brought in. I was brought in through a challenge group, so I never led with the business. I've never led with the business, which is why my business hasn't grown the way I need it to and the way that I want it to. If anything that I say here is like not something that you want to do, and you want to continue running challenge groups and you want to continue building the business how you were brought in, totally fine. Okay, I'm not going to tell you how to run your business. But if you want to actually build an income, like a substantial income, this is going to work if you commit to it. Okay, and I say that like very confidently because it is network marketing. It's what every other company is doing. Okay. Now, this is how it works. Well, let me pull up really quick. So if you're not in her group, if you're on Destined for Greatness and you're not in her team, her new group, make sure that you get into it. Okay. Because she's posting in there. She's asking y'all questions to like make sure that everyone understands it. But, this was something that she posted, and we had talked about this today. So me and her had a call because, again, this is something that's totally like out of my comfort zone. I am still trying to wrap my head around everything. So I do want you to watch her videos too, but I wanted to come here and like talk about it and answer questions to the best of my ability. If I don't know something, I will write it down and I will ask her. But I think I understand it for the most part. All right. So basically, the first thing that you're going to do is make a list of 50 people you want to work with. So we are shifting from the whole getting a challenger started, getting them results, converting them to a coach. That's really hard to do, right? Like, I hit Success Club 20 every month. I'm not signing 10 coaches every month. Okay. You know, I'm signing up people, but I'm having a very hard time converting them to coaches because they see all this work that we're putting in, you know, showing up on Facebook all the time. People don't want to do that. People are like, you're always on Facebook. I don't have time for that. Well, I don't want to always be. I'm really not always on Facebook, but I portray to be because I'm posting 3 times a day. The normal human being doesn't post 3 times a day on Facebook, okay? The average person that's not in network marketing normally doesn't post 3 times a day on Facebook. So they see me as being on Facebook all the time. And people don't want to do that. They want freedom from that, right? Not telling you to just completely stop posting. But if we can move into more one-on-one, in-person interaction, getting people on the phone, meeting people outside of this social media side of things, you're gonna see a lot more success with making connections and building an income. Okay, so the is that, I hear like feedback. Is that just me or someone asking a question? Maybe it's just me. Okay. Or people are just hopping on and okay, let me mute everybody. Sorry. Okay. So, you're going to make a list of 50 people that you would want to work with. If you're like, I don't even know 50 people, y'all, you come in contact with a lot of people. Okay. I actually printed, so I found someone had posted a video from Eric Worre. If you don't know who that is, write his name down, Eric, Worre, and get his book, Go Pro, GoPro. Get it on Audible or get it in hard copy. I actually got it. I ordered it on Amazon today, and I got the Audible because he does have like scripts and stuff, and he does have like other things in the actual hard copy. So I wanted both, but I wanted to start listening to it now, and they didn't have it at Barnes and Nobles locally. So I ordered it on Prime. So Go Pro by Eric Worre. He is like a network marketing guru. Okay, saw a video from him today about, it's called the Ultimate Memory Jogger, and basically it gives you a list of people that you might not even think of. We have, we are so afraid of what people are going to think, and we're so focused on everyone on social media that like we come in contact with people all day, every day, that you have no idea could be a potential coach. If you go sit and eat at a restaurant, you come in contact with your waitress. How many of you remember your waitress's name after you leave the table? Most of you probably don't, because y'all haven't even like looked up from your phones or your conversation. That could be a potential coach, someone that's waiting tables that doesn't want to be waiting tables. I know someone on this phone call right now who is in the service industry and wants out super bad. She's been working her butt off to get out super bad. She's over down there shaking her butt, right? Like, hello, if Chrissy's serving you, or someone like Chrissy serving you, how do you know they want to be doing that? I'm not saying you have to be like, hey, do you want to join my team? Not saying that at all. Don't do that. I don't want you to do that. But if you can make a connection with someone, get to know them more than just like, oh, can you bring me a glass of water? Right? Like, just ask them questions. Get to know them a little bit. Maybe say, hey, you seem pretty cool. You want to connect on Facebook? I know it sounds weird and it makes you super uncomfortable, y'all. It makes me super uncomfortable too. I'm introverted. I am not that type of person to just be like, hey, my name is Jessie. You want to be friends? Like, no, not me. But, and I've gotten so used to doing this behind the computer, but this, to make money, to grow an income, to build a business, you're going to have to step outside your comfort zone, okay? So first thing is to get GoPro and make a list of 50 people. If you don't know, you all know 50 people. I know you do. And I know you might not seem like you do, but you do. You all have more than 50 people in your family, all right? If you feel like your family's not going to want to do it, I don't care. Write their names down. Just write down everyone that you would want to work with, all right? That's the first and second thing, getting the book by Eric Worre. And then there's also an invite script. It's like an 8-step invite script in the file section, and I'll add those two in Florida Fit, but y'all should really request to join this team page. And Dana and Lauren, I'll send it to you. So you've got the file section with the scripts. It's going to explain how to share, show, and connect, which I will talk about in a few minutes. Write out your goals. We talked about this at Super Saturday. Writing out your goals is huge, rank-wise and income-wise. And then commit to our products personally, whether that be Shakeology, whether that be Energize, whether it be the Ultimate Reset, whatever, okay? For 6 months, I want you to make that commitment to be at least for 6 months. I would like you to think long-term, but we're just going to start with 6 months to not be so overwhelming, all right? 6 months, commit to Shakeology, commit to Daily Sunshine, commit to, if you can't drink Shakeology, commit to Energize and Recover, okay? For 6 months minimum. And then brainstorm places you go during your week to meet new people that you can add to your list. So if you go to the same coffee house every single day and you see the same barista every single day or every few days, like write that person's name down. Okay. If your mailman, like seriously, y'all, not that if you don't talk to your mailman, then don't write his name down, but like if you are home when he brings you your mail and you see him every day and you talk to him and he seems like a pretty cool dude, write his name down. All right. Make a list of places. If you are a mom and your kid's in school or sports activities or some type of, play dates with other moms, like those other moms are a great opportunity for you to at least just start talking to people. Okay. So those are the things you need to do. And then she said set up at least 2 connect calls a week. So basically, we are going to be leading, or I am, and I would hope that you do this too. Instead of leading with join my challenge group, let me help you lose weight type of thing, you're going to be leading with the business instead of leading with health and fitness. Yes, you are connecting people to our products and to our programs, but you're looking for people that want to build a business. So basically, this is how I'm thinking about this. You offer the business first. Now, I know that's super scary because that's not what we're used to, right? But you offer the business first. And then if they're like, and this is the way you can do it. If someone reaches out to you, or if you find someone that you think would be an awesome person to be a coach. Hey girl, I want it, and this is how it gets, where it's going to get uncomfortable. You're going to be like, I'm not doing this, but just listen to me, okay? Hey, Ashley, I just wanted to see if you had a minute for me, a minute to chat for me to run something by you. If they say yes, be like, can I call you real quick? Get them on the phone, okay? This is very important. I know you're like, the introverts are having like panic attacks, okay? I get it. Get them on the phone. 2-minute conversation, y'all. 2-minute conversation. That's all you need. 2-minute conversation. And all you're going to say is, hey girl, especially if these are people in your challenge that have been in your challenge groups, know what Beachbody programs are, products are. Even if they don't, if it's just someone that you know is in the health and fitness, someone that is on your dream team, someone that a family member that you think would be a great coach. You can say, hey, Ashley, how are you? I'm good, right? All right, so really quick, I'm actually really busy. I'm about to run out the house. Like, make it to where they know that you are not going to be on the phone with them for an hour. And just say, hey, girl, I have something that I really want you to watch. It's an 8-minute video. It's super quick. Won't take you long to watch. It is about what I do as a Beachbody coach. Compliment them. Give them some type of compliment. I think you'd be an awesome coach, or, I think this site might be something you're interested in. Would you be willing to watch it? The reason why you're getting them on the phone is because if you message this to people, they have the opportunity to ignore you. If they're on the phone with you, they don't, right? Like, they can't just be like, I hang up on you, right? But they can be like, no, I'm not really interested in that. Okay, no big deal. That's it, right? Then you know that person's not interested. Or they can be like, well, yeah, I might be interested in that. Can you send it to me? Okay. So super quick, 2-minute conversation. You don't have to sit there and like explain the video. You don't even have to tell them that. It's just be like, hey, I have this video I really want you to watch. It's 8 minutes, super short. Can I send it over to you? And then when you follow up with you later to see what you think about it. And if they're like, well, what's the video about? Oh, you'll see, it's just more about the business opportunity, or more about what I do as a coach, or something I think that you will be really good at. Like, you don't even have to tell them it's the business opportunity. Like, you can do this however you want. And it's going to be different with someone that's been a challenger, because then you can say, I've seen you in our challenge groups. I see you very active, or I see that you're getting results. I see that you love Shakeology, right? And then from there, you can kind of tweak your conversation. But it shouldn't be long. You get it kind of in and out. If you message this to people, y'all, they're not going to respond to you. They're not. You got to get them on the phone. Then if they say yes, send them the video. On the video, I'm going to be using Lindsay's until I make my own. But basically, video is an 8-minute video. Y'all are going to use mine once I make it. And until then, you can use Lindsay's. Super simple, okay? You don't have to go create your own video. It's an 8-minute video, and I will post it in the team page, and I'll send it to y'all so y'all can see it. And she basically just explains a little bit more about the business, more about sharing the business and how we connect people with health and fitness products and programs, but how we are here to build a business. So that way, instead of us having to convert challengers into coaches, you have them from the start interested in coaching, right? They may not be your next six-figure earner, or they may not be someone that wants to build this massive business, but that's what got their interest in the first place. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm going to send everybody the video. That's fine, Dana. So I will send the 8-minute video, okay? And then you just follow up with them. Hey, when did you get a chance to watch the video? Obviously give them some time, y'all. It's only 8 minutes. And hers is actually like less than 8 minutes. It's like 7 minutes, or a little over 6 minutes. And in her video, she says at the end of it, like, whoever invited you here, if this does sound like something you're interested in doing, whoever invited you here, let them know that you're interested, and we're going to get on a 3-way call. And Lindsay, who you and your person are going to get on a 3-way call. I actually had a coach from the UK, or a girl, she's not a coach yet, from the UK that I've been talking to for months, y'all. We've been going back and forth. And when I sent her Lindsay's video the other day, she was like, okay, this has my attention. I've been talking to her about the health and fitness stuff for a while. But when I sent her that video, she was like, okay, now you have my attention, and I'm really, really interested. Like, I'm interested. So me, her, and Lindsay have a call tomorrow. Again, you can send Lindsay's video and do a 3-way call with Lindsay. Eventually, I would like to be doing these calls with y'all so that I can help you. And like, basically, Lindsay's going to be running this call. She'll be asking me questions and getting me involved. It's going to be a 15-20-minute call. It's not an hour call. It's not even a 30-minute call. It's just to basically answer the other potential coaches' questions about the business, about the products, whatever they have questions about, okay? And I know this is like a totally different mindset from what we're used to, because we're so used to, hey, join my challenge group. Hey, join my challenge group. Hey, drink Shakeology, right? But instead you're leading with, you can grow a business from home and get healthy and fit at the same time, right? Does that make sense? So that is like the way that it flows, basically. I did ask her, like, you know, because I was like, okay, so what happens when because people reach out to me, y'all, and y'all know this, people reach out to me for my health and fitness journey, because I've always shared my health and fitness journey. I've never really, I talk a little bit about the business, but not the way that I need to be. And I was asking her, you know, well, how do I approach if someone reaches out to me, like, from the start, wanting to be in my challenge group, or wanting to be, you know, or wanting help with their health and fitness? I don't want to, like, be like, oh, well, you could be a Beachbody coach, and scare them away. So she basically just said that I would talk to them about, you know, if they talk to them about their goals, the same way that you do with getting them started with a challenge group. You ask them about their goals. You still ask them, you know, what they're currently doing. You can talk a little bit about our goals. I always get people on the phone, so me doing that isn't really scary, and it is something that I would suggest you trying to do, because, again, they can hear your voice. They can get to know you better, but you can get them on the phone and, you know, just say, you know, I know you're interested in joining my accountability group, or joining or doing this whatever program, or drinking Shakeology, and I would love to get you set up with that. But are you at all business minded? Are you at all, you know, would you at all be interested in maybe learning more about what I do as a coach? And then we can go from there to see what your best option would be. If they tell you no, like, no, I'm not interested in the business, then you would offer them the discount coach option. And, or if they really don't want to do that, then you would offer them just as a challenger. Does that make sense? So it's like you offering them the mega challenge pack with 80-day obsession. I've been offering that first. And then when they were like, no, that's way too expensive, or I can't afford that, or I really don't need all of that, okay, then let's drop you down to this middle option. They tell me they can't do that, then I drop them down to the lowest option, right? So it's the same thing, but you're leading with the business first and then dropping down. Does that make sense? Yeah? Are y'all all like, what the hell is going on? You can be honest. Like, I'd rather you ask questions and be like, and y'all, I was super overwhelmed earlier. Like, I was like, Like Lindsay, even like I got off the phone with her and she messaged me and she's like, I feel like I just overwhelmed you and I just feel like I just gave you like a panic attack. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it because it's not how I learned. It's not. And it's not how y'all were taught because that's not how I learned. So I wouldn't teach like that. So yeah, so if y'all have questions about that, feel free. I still am gonna share my journey, y'all. I'm still not gonna like not share my share my journey on Facebook. I'm still gonna add value to people's lives. I think that's really important, and I think you still need to be doing those things. But you will notice a shift in my posts. Yes, I'm gonna talk about the community still because that's a huge part. Yes, I'm gonna still have a Facebook group. Y'all know I run one big Facebook group, and I plug people in there, and I do pop-up challenges in there, and that's what I plan to do. But I'm over the like, and I'm doing an 80-day group, and I'm still keeping the 80-day group up because we've already like planned it out and we got all of that done. But I'm just over like the feeling of like I have to be in this group and I have to be in this group and I have to be in this group and I have to do this and I have to do that. Like I just want to keep it super simple. And like I know that this sounds not simple at first but once you start listening, and again, I'm gonna send y'all Lindsay's video. Once you start listening to Lindsay's video, like I listened to it a few times because I was like, all right, this is what I'm gonna be sending to people, right? This is what I'm gonna be talking to people about. I don't want to just send them this video and really not understand it myself. So I listened to her 8-minute video. I listened to Courtney Grill's 8-minute video. And it really like, it makes sense. It does make sense. I've printed out, you know, Eric Worre's stuff, the scripts, and I'm not necessarily, like a lot of his scripts are very, I don't like the wording of it. Like it's very to me network marketing, and I don't talk like that. So I am changing it a little tiny bit. And I'm making it into my own, but I am leading with this business. Like I want, and I've said this, I'm pushing for a six-figure income this year, but I don't want that just for me. I don't want that just for me. And I told Lindsay that day, I was like, if I could like have any goal in the world, it would be to see my team, the ones that are income driven, the ones that are telling me they want to quit their jobs or they want to at least be able to pay their bills or, you know, make whatever substantial income to be able to go part-time at their job, or to be, you don't necessarily have to want to quit your jobs. If that's not what you want to do, totally fine. But I have a lot of you reaching out to me saying you've got these massive goals to stay at home or to do something else that you're passionate about. And this could be that thing that could get you there, but you have to lead with the business. If all you talk about, and this was actually told to me by my corporate mentor this year, like she said it, and it finally clicked, and I was like, wow, I'm an idiot. Cause I didn't even let it process, or I didn't even like let it sink in for a little while. She was like, Jessie, cause I was telling her, I was like, I don't understand what I'm doing to not get people, cause I can sign challengers all day, every day, y'all. I hit over 20 points pretty much every month. And it's not because I'm messaging a bazillion people. I don't do that, but it's because I talk a lot about my journey on the health and fitness side, and I talk a lot about join my accountability group, be a part of this community. You want to be held accountable? Join my group. Like I always talk about the fitness and the health side, which is why I attract the fitness and the health side. And it's because I'm consistent with it, right? If I led with the business, then I would probably attract more business-minded people. Bonnie Engel, go look at her profile. When's the last time you saw Bonnie Engel post about a challenge group? I don't think I've ever seen Bonnie Engel post about a challenge group, to be honest. Maybe when she first started. Like I look at her, I'm like looking and I'm like, yeah, she doesn't. She leads with the business and how the business has changed her life. Yeah, she talks about the community. She talks about getting results, but she leads with the business. And I know a lot of you are like, yeah, well, she's $1 million earner and she's, you know, this, and this. If you scroll, and I'm not telling you to do this, but if you scroll back to when she first started, you would see some fitness, and not to say she doesn't post about fitness, but you'll see some challenge group posts, but majority of her posts are even like, I paid my vet bill today. I pay, you know, with my Beachbody income. I was able to buy groceries or whatever. Like it was those small little things that y'all don't think make a difference. I know someone else that's on this call who made like $200 something last week. from her income. And she was like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. I'm like, that's to some people, $200 and something in a week that's good money. You know, that's going to pay someone's grocery bills. That's going to help someone not live paycheck to paycheck, right? Majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So I totally understand, like, if y'all are looking at all these other coaches that are making six figures or making what I'm making, like, y'all may be like, oh, well, you make that. Okay, well, that doesn't matter what I'm making. You don't have to be making that much money to talk about the business, okay? Talk about how you're able to stay accountable because you're a coach, because you're in this business, right? Like, if I wasn't a coach, I could tell you right now, I would not be working out every day. Ashley hates working out. Ashley would not be working out every day if she was not a coach. I wouldn't be drinking a shake every day that I absolutely love. I wouldn't be, you know, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing at all. I would probably be eating Taco Bell still for three times, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right? Like, if it wasn't for coaching and it wasn't for the business. It's not just because, yeah, the accountability groups are great, but you see a lot of people in our accountability groups that aren't showing up. Who shows up most in our accountability groups? Coaches. Because it is part of our business. It's part of our jobs. So that's the mindset. And I know it's hard. And I know it's different. And I know a lot of you are going to have a very, very hard time transitioning, because I myself am having a hard time transitioning to that mindset. But I am going to do it. I'm determined to do it. I like I said, I'm already listening to Eric Worre's book. Go on YouTube, search Eric Worre, and you'll see a ton of stuff a ton of stuff comes up. Let me read some of this stuff, and y'all feel free to unmute. I know I'm getting I see all these posts.
Hey, I actually have a question.
Yeah.
So, I know Lindsay was saying, you say the first thing you do is, you send them that video, and then the next thing you do is get on a three-way call. So I kept reading that she was saying that that three-way call, you would record and use it over again. But I feel like, how could you do that? Because people are going to have different questions, I would assume.
I think
did I read that wrong?
You may have read that wrong. So I think she meant the 8-minute video. So she's recorded that and put it on YouTube and has the link that she sends out. So that is what would be recorded. Again, and y'all don't even have to create that. I wouldn't even worry about y'all. I don't want y'all to have to do that. I'm going to do it eventually. I have to, again, I need to go back and listen to Lindsay's to make sure that I am fully able to explain it so that your potential coaches will understand it.
So the three-way call, that would just be basically us answering their questions, and then
you and me and whoever is interested,
right,
will be on either a Zoom or a three-way call. We're doing a Zoom tomorrow, and just talk about whatever, and she asked me. So again, I haven't done a three-way call with her yet. We're doing that tomorrow, so I'll have a better understanding of what it is I'm doing. And she's like, Jessie, I want your team, if they have people right now that are interested and you don't feel prepared, which I obviously don't feel prepared to get on a three-way call with y'all because I have no idea how she plans to do it, or how she's gonna go about it. But she was like, your team can reach out to me and, use my video for right now and reach out to me and them can do three-way calls with your people. She's been doing them a lot. And I know a few coaches have already had people sign up and they're wanting to build the business. So it's going to work. It is going to take some time. I'm going to put that out there. It's going to take some time. It's going to take your mindset shifting. Does that make sense? So yes, we would get on through a call. And again, I'm going to do one with her. I'm going to actually try and do another one with her this week if I can. I'm trying to do as many with her so that I can start doing them with y'all, because I think that's going to be super helpful for y'all to have someone else there to help. And that's traditional network marketing. That's how most companies do that. They have a third party help them, not close the deal, but get those people signed up. And again, if y'all are I don't want to do this, I just want to run challenge groups and do what I've been doing, that's fine too. Like,
So is that the last step, or was there one more thing you do after that three-way call?
getting them signed up if they want to be
Well,
signed up.
okay, yeah.
Following up with
Okay.
them to see like if they have any more questions and if they want to get signed up.
Okay,
And I
sweet.
know, let me go back. Is that it, Shelby? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that was a lot more simpler than what was going in my head.
Okay. And y'all,
So,
wait, what? Ashley, go ahead.
go ahead. I want to start a whole nother conversation.
Oh gosh. What?
No, okay, so I just want to say this because I don't talk about this a lot with you guys, but I know that for the majority of you, you do work full time. And I know that some of you want to quit your jobs and others of you are like, I don't want to quit my job, right? Maybe you want to quit, but you're too afraid to say that on social media. That's exactly how I was before I quit my job, guys. I was afraid of what my boss was going to see. I was afraid of what my coworkers were going to see. And one of my only regrets as a coach before I went full time was not talking about how amazing my side hustle was. Guys, talk about how you are making a part-time income on top of your full-time income. The majority of people that you are going to be attracting have full-time jobs. They don't want to start this full-time. They don't want to spend an extra 40 hours a week doing a network marketing business, right? But for somebody who's making $30,000, $40,000 a year, making an extra $100 a week, being able to pay for groceries that isn't coming out of your 9-to-5 check is huge. Like, guys, I literally I like wanted to kick myself in the butt when I realized this, but guys, the side hustle is sexy, right? Like, if you make an extra $250 a week and you have a full-time job, like, why are you not talking about that? I get it because I didn't do that because I was embarrassed to say, like, I want to quit my job. You don't have to publicly say, I want to quit my job. But you can say, guys, isn't it awesome that I'm making a side money on top of what I'm already making? That would attract so many people. I know for me, that would have attracted me because I was living paycheck to paycheck, right? Talk about that. You don't have to say I made X, Y, and Z dollars. Just say, hey, I was able to put an extra payment on top of my student loan. Hey, I was able to pay for groceries without having to worry about my credit card declining. I get that it's uncomfortable, especially for those of you who are teachers, especially those of you who are close with your bosses, right? Because you don't want to say something that's going to offend them while you have this big plan in the back of your mind, right? But if you're wanting to attract people, you can't throw out this big idea of like, I'm going full time with this, because that scares people, especially people that work 40, 50, 60 hours a week. So guys, talk about that. Talk about making the extra income on top of what you're already making.
And yeah, that is huge. And that's the thing, y'all. Like, I forget, and this is something that I haven't been good at. I forget that I don't ever talk about building this business when I worked. You could go look. I mean, recently I've made a post like within the last few days because I'm like, I haven't talked about not being full-time with Beachbody in a very long time. I wasn't always like a full-time coach, right? I worked two other jobs before Beachbody. When I signed up with Beachbody, I worked two other jobs and could barely pay my bills. So like people, yeah, like Ashley just said, like, and I know that they talked about this in the Super Saturday video. So if y'all were not there, I know Yvette I think she said she has the video linked, which I think I have the video on my computer, which is probably what's taking up all my freaking space, from Super Saturday. So if you were not there, we will figure out how to get it to you. But there's actually part of the video talks about Cassia Fitzgerald talks about talking about it being part-time, not necessarily like I want to quit my job, I want to, whatever. Like, you don't have to want that or say that in order to offer this business opportunity to somebody. And even if like you are operating this business and you are part-time, like that's even better because you can be like, girl, I work a full-time job. So I totally relate to that. And this gives you the opportunity to just make a little extra money or make, enough money to go on a vacation or make enough money to donate to somebody. If it's someone that like makes 6 figures, 7 figures already, doesn't mean that they don't want to be able to like donate to another charity or donate that money to a charity or donate, be able to get free vacations and things like that, right? So which is why it's so important to go on the Success Club trips. But yeah, basically the yes plan, Lindsay's calling it that because she woke up one night and was like, if everyone says yes, then everyone wins, right? But not everyone's going to say yes to this. Not everyone is going to want to join your team, but you have to give them the opportunity to say yes or no. And if you never ask and if you never step outside your comfort zone and reach out to new people, whether it be in person or on Facebook, but more so in person because you come in contact with so many people every day. I don't. I sit at home all day. So this is actually going to be a lot harder for me than it is going to be for you because I don't have kids. I've got dogs. So like, you know, they don't have play dates with their friends. They don't have friends. They stay here. So like, I don't leave my house most of the time. But, you know, if I go to Target and I'm like talking to the girl at the cash register, like, why can't I be like, dude, you seem cool. Like, we should connect on Facebook. We should be friends. Like, I know that's weird because people don't do that anymore. They stay in their little circles and they stay comfortable and they stay. But if you look at all of these top coaches, they're always connecting with new people. They're always, you know, doing things with new people and getting to know new people. You've got to make more connections. And I talked a lot about that on Super Saturday too, on my speech, and I don't know if anyone recorded it. But you know, you have to connect with people on a deeper level than just like you holding your shake and you doing a workout, y'all. That's not gonna inspire anybody. You've got to add value to people's lives, whether it be like if you struggle with it, and I'm not like you still want to share your story. You still like I'm still gonna talk about anxiety and depression. I'm still gonna talk about the things that I've been through, but I'm leading with the business and how the business opportunity, because again, I would not be here still if it was not for the business. I would not be signed up as a coach still. If I was just in this, most discount coaches last 3 months. You sign up for the discount, you're here for 3 months, you're gone. That's just how it is because most people that are just in it for the discount, and don't get me wrong, I've had a few people that stay around for the discount for a little bit, but that only lasts so long, right? Like you're not going to have someone that stays around for 2, 3, 4, 5 years just getting a discount because eventually they'll either fall off track because they're not held accountable. And, you know, I can only do so much as a coach helping a challenger or even a discount coach, right? But the people that are doing this as their business, it's their job. You have to work out. You have to eat right? You don't have to be perfect, but you've got to show up. Because if not, you don't have a business. So, like, think about it that way. Like, I was so focused on, my challenge. Like, I need to get challengers, and I need to help people try the products first. But that's not really going to help me build a long-term substantial business. And again, y'all, I'm not saying I made a full-time income this year, which was awesome. I made full-time income last year, which was awesome. But I want to build 6 figures. I want to be able to be a top, and we ended the year 128, which was amazing. Like that's insane to me. But I want to be we could be a top 10 team. I want to be able to like travel. I want you to be able to travel with your families to like Thailand's on my board. I'm going to freaking Thailand. Like I'm determined. Like it's happening. I want this so bad. I don't think I've ever wanted like something so bad in my life. And that's what you need. That's the kind of passion you need. That's the kind of, you have to have a deep why. There has to be a reason for you to want this. The other day, someone told me, I want to be diamond. I'm like, why? Well, because that means that, you know, I have people that see my vision. Well, what's your vision? Right? Like you need a vision. You need a why. You need a reason why you're doing this. You need a reason why people want to say yes to you. They're not just going to sign up because you ask them. Why would they want to sign up with you? If they go look at your Facebook and you got nothing of value on there other than your sweaty selfies and you kissing your Shakeology cup, like, y'all, that's not going to help someone. That's not going to tell someone that they could build a business or that they can make extra $50 a week or that they could make, you know, help their kids through school. Like, I don't buy from like Walmart, I hate Walmart, but I don't buy from like those stores anymore. Like things that I could buy from someone else that is in network marketing, because I know that if I buy lipstick from my friend that sells lipstick, like that's going to help her kid go to school. And I know it's only $25. I don't know how much commission lipstick people make or LuLaRoe makes, but like I try and support those people because I know personally like what this opportunity is doing for me. So I want to give back to them too. I'd rather buy from them than, and there's a lot of people, even the people that aren't in network marketing, that have that same mindset. Like they want to help their friends and family. And if this business opportunity is helping you in any way, then it can help the people around you. You just have to share it. If you don't, then it's never going to happen. Let's see. I know, Molly, I saw you said like you're struggling, like you don't know how to, and I think Ashley kind of touched on that, like not knowing how to talk about the business because you work full time, and you're friends with those people. Did what Ashley say help?
Yes. I just struggle with, I guess, wording and always worry how it would come off to them. Like, oh, my full-time job takes a back seat kind of thing. Or like, I don't know, I would never, especially because I work for a startup. And so like, they're in a phase of like, they let go of a lot of people. They get it, like turnover right now is like, very quick. So like, I worry that if I post, they're going to be like, oh, well, she's not in it with us and then replace me. You know what I mean? Which they would never do. But like, I don't know. It scares me because like, I do love my job. Like I'm one of those people that like, I want to do it all.
Well, talk about loving your job. Like talk about your full-time job and loving your job and I have no idea I know you've told me what you do, but I forgot because I forget.
I'm an accountant. It's so fun.
Okay, there you go. But like talk about like if that's something you love to do, like talk about it. Like I talked when I was working full time and doing this, I talked about wedding planning all the time because that's what I was doing, and that's I actually loved it until it got to the point where girls were showing up on drugs for their wedding, and I was like, I can't do this stuff anymore, which is a whole nother story. But I was like, yeah, I can't deal with this kind of stuff the rest of my life. And we lost someone super special to us, and it showed me that like I didn't want to spend my weekends working, and that's what I was doing. I was spending every weekend working, and I got to the point where I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. So that was just something that shifted. But when I started as a coach, I didn't want to quit my job. I liked wedding planning. I actually enjoyed it. I did. I liked it. I met amazing people. And I was working in a retail store that was like super easy because I was like, my mom's friend owned it. So I was like, oh, I could just do whatever, which was great. And I loved it. It just got to the point where eventually it wasn't what fulfilled me. And I see like a lot of teachers, I always say teachers and nurses make the best, or some people that are in the health wellness industry make the best coaches because they already have that passion to help other people. And I see a lot of teachers, they're like, well, I love teaching. Like you don't have to not love teaching. Like you can love teaching and still help other people health and fitness wise, or still help people grow a business. But teachers don't make, in my opinion, enough money. And my best friend's a teacher, and she's like, yeah, we get like a $200 raise every year, maybe. Master's degree, like you don't make that much more. Like it's just, I'm like, okay, well, if you're passionate about teaching, great, nothing against teaching, but if you can make extra money on top of that, why not? Right? Like if you are a teacher, dude, like you got a huge market of people that you can help that don't make enough money, that don't get paid enough for all that they do. So you definitely don't have to want to quit your jobs or even talk about wanting to quit your jobs. Even if you do, like Ashley never, she couldn't be like, yeah, I want to quit my job. She couldn't say that on Facebook. She would have got fired. All right, I see a lot of people commenting. Y'all feel free to like unmute yourselves. I know someone said take your dog to the dog park. Y'all, my dog is very overweight. And last time I took her to the dog park or to go walking at the park, she almost died because she had a heat stroke, or almost had a heat stroke. So I have to just walk around the neighborhood. But when she starts losing weight, which she lost 1 pound. Proud of my dog. I could take her to the dog park.
You're so funny. So I also want to say, guys, like you don't have to just talk about what you're getting now. You can talk about what this business is going to provide for you in the future. When I joined this, guys, I wanted a free trip, and I posted, okay, this is super ballsy, but I posted that I earned the Punta Cana trip like literally 2 weeks after I like found out there was even a free trip available, and I hadn't earned it. But you know what that made me do? That made me have to earn it, right? Like I couldn't post that I was going on this trip and then not earn it. So guys, like if you have plans, like I just saw Jolynn say like she wants to bring her daughter to Niagara Falls, post about that. Post about how like one of your goals for this year is to be able to provide a trip for your family, and you're going to do that with your side income. You're going to do that with your Beachbody business. And guess what? Like if you don't do it, people aren't going to be like, oh, where's that Niagara trip at? You know? But it's going to ignite something in you that's like, okay, well, I posted about this. Now I need to do something about it. And it's going to make you do something. Guys, Jessie just told you guys she wants to be a 6-figure earner. I am going to be a 6-figure earner this year. Like, and I'm talking about that like it's going to happen because it is. And some of my friends, like I went to lunch today with 2 of them, and they were like, girl, like that's crazy. Like that's so much money. Like how are you going to earn that? And I'm like, because I am. Like if you talk about it, it makes people interested. It makes them watch you. Even if they think you're crazy, even if they think that you're not going to do it, they're going to follow you because they want to see you either do it or not. And even if I don't make 6 figures this year, guys, I'm going to make something closer to 6 figures than $20,000, right? Because I'm not aiming just for $20,000. I'm aiming for freaking 6 figures. So talk about the things you want out of this business. When you see other people hit goals like that, talk about that, right? Talk about how you just got off of a phone conference with your millionaire earner. Anytime I like am on a call with Lindsay Stay, I post about that, and I automatically get people in my inbox that are like, how do you earn $1 million in your company? Because like, if you work a 9 to 5, guys, you are never going to make more than what your salary provides. So people that make a salary, they're curious about that. And look, I know that money talk makes so many people squeamish. It makes Jessie squeamish. It makes me squeamish. It's uncomfortable, right? But let's be real. Like money doesn't buy everything, but it does buy freedom, right? It buys you freedom of debt. It buys you freedom of time. It buys you freedom to be able to do what you want to do. And everybody wants that. So talk about that, guys. I know that it's uncomfortable, but those posts that make you want to throw up, those are the posts that speak to people. I know that sounds crazy, but guys, when I make a post like that, I'm always like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. Like I'm sweating from everywhere. Go post in the Florida Fit page. Hey guys, I just made a post and it makes me want to vomit. We will all go show you love. I promise you. And even if people don't reach out to you and say, hey, what are you doing? They're going to be watching you. That is the whole point of this, right? And when they start interacting with you, you interact back with them. That's how you build your contact list. That's how you get people interested in it, right? We all join this for different reasons. Some people do join this business for the money, right? Because they're not making what they want to make at their job,
And
right?
that's who you want to attract. You want to attract people that want to build a business. Now, I'm not saying they want to quit their job. They want to build like a massive business. But if someone says, yeah, I'd love to make an extra $100 a week, like that would really help my family, or, you know, and like, that's the thing. Like the other day, Ashley messaged me and she's like, oh my God, I got the biggest paycheck I've ever gotten. Like that to me is amazing. That's better than, honestly, that's better than someone being like, oh, I hit diamond. Like, okay, great for you for hitting diamond, but like, is you hitting diamond like getting you to pay your bills? Right? Like, and I'm not saying that rank like setting goals for rank. I mean, I set rank goals. I have. But if you're focusing on that, and you're not focusing on like your income, like you'll hit diamond and then you'll be like, where's all the money? I hit diamond. I know I used to think like diamonds were like making all the bank. I used to think that elite coaches, that meant that they were making 6 figures. That's not the case, y'all. That's not always the case. Okay? You have to have people that want to build a business underneath you in order for you to your volume to go up, right? You can build a business. I actually know a coach who makes over almost $2,000 a week just selling challenge packs. She has no team underneath her. She's not on our team, but she's hitting like 50, 60 Success Club points, sometimes even more than that a month. But all if you go on her page, it's literally all fitness and health, and that's it. And she goes live like 20 times a day talking about health, not really 20 times a day, but that's all she talks about. And if that's what you want to do, if you want your income to be solely on your challenge group, your challenge packs, and your retail, then that is totally fine. That's a lot of work. A lot of work, okay? Because you have to check in with all those people. You need to, you know, whatever. Like, you have no volume rolling up at all. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. And in the beginning, it's going to be just you. But if you have people and you're presenting the business and you're leading with the business and you do the yes plan and you start with this business opportunity, getting them on the phone, sending this video, doing the steps that we just went over, it's going to be a heck of a lot easier for you to attract people that want to build a business. Does that make sense? Yeah. I know it's scary. I know some of you are like, screw this. Some of you have already hopped off like, yep, not doing that. Not doing that. And that's fine. Like, that's fine. I'm doing this. And I'm committing to it for at least a minimum of 6 months. 6 months of doing it this way. Now, that's you might not think 6 months is a long time, but to do it this way when I've been doing it for the last 3.5 years, a totally different way, it's a change. It's a shift, right? But I'm committing to it 6 months. I want you to do the same if you are serious about building an income. Now, and yeah, we still want to help people, y'all. Like, that's important. But wouldn't you want, I told Ashley this earlier, like, wouldn't you want, like, yes, helping someone lose 20 pounds, get off their insulin, all that's great. And my life changed when I lost 50 pounds. But just because I lost 50 pounds didn't make me happy. Okay? That necessarily, that wasn't the only thing that made me happy. Finding a community within this coaching business was a huge part of it. Being able to find my passion for helping other people was a huge part of it. And making a substantial amount of money just from helping people was a huge part of it. So, like, you can help someone lose 20 pounds, or you can help someone lose 20 pounds and gain financial freedom, or be able to take their family on vacation, or, you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you want to help your friends and your family reach all of these other goals with this opportunity besides just getting them to lose 20 pounds? Helping the anxiety and depression, like coaching, y'all, wedding weekends, I like would go into major panic mode. My business partner was like, dude, you need to calm down, because I would stress myself out. I would freak out. I would there were times where I had to go in the bathroom and just like sit in there for a good 20 minutes to like get myself together, because all the stuff wasn't going right, or, you know, I felt just super pressured, or whatever. I was missing weddings that my friends had because I was planning this other one, right? Like, it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows, and not that this is either, but I will take a hard day here than I will take doing that. And that's the thing, like, this has helped my anxiety, it's helped my depression, and it's not just because I lost 50 pounds. It's not. It's got more to do with the community and the opportunity to be able to be working from home and be able to do it on my time, and to be able to travel and go on these trips and do what I want to do. Again, you don't have to want to quit your full-time job, but those small little things will be the thing that is what people are attracted to. Does that make sense? Yeah? Are y'all like, think I'm nuts? Yeah, probably. I thought Lindsay Stay was a crazy person, but then I was like, you know what? She's a 7-figure earner, so obviously she knows what the heck she's talking about. And y'all, like, I don't know. It just, like, when she talked to me today, I was like, yes, like, this makes sense. I get it. Like, this is network marketing. This is network marketing. And I know that, like, Beachbody, we've been like, we don't want to be network marketers. We want to set ourselves apart. And we've set ourselves apart, but we have created all of this other work and fluff and nonsense that, like, people are burnt out on it. I mean, I know I've been running challenge groups, and not to say I'm still going to have my group. All my coaches, all the people that sign up with me, whether they're wanting to build a business or not, get the support. but I'm going to be teaching how to build this business and how to connect people with our products and programs, but also with the business. So if you're in and you're serious about it, reach out to me, message me, ask questions, post on our team page. I know we have some brand new people in here, and y'all are probably thinking we are crazy. I promise you we're not. If you want to build an income, an extra money, whatever it is, this can do it for you. Does anyone have, there were so many comments, I couldn't keep up. Does anyone have questions that I missed that y'all want me to cover really quick? I know it's 9806. I'm just looking. Anyone?
I will say one thing. There was a girl I know that I was kind of watching just because I was curious what she was doing. But over like the holidays and stuff, I kept seeing her post stuff about like who wants to earn a income to pay for all your Christmas presents or something like that. And she kept like making random posts. And later on, I saw something about like apparently she's doing amazing in this company and she sells toothpaste. That's it. And all she does is post about asking people who wants to make money, essentially. That's all she ever posts about. Who wants to make money? And she sells tubes of toothpaste.
Yeah, and I am not going to be, y'all are not going to see, because I do see a lot of like other companies that are like, oh, do you want to make this amount of money and this, like, I'm not going to be that type of person. It's more going to be so sharing my journey with coaching, like what coaching's doing for me. So if I ever talk about, like, it's not going to be like, hey, do you want to earn $500 for your Christmas money? Send me a message. Like, I'm not going to be that person. I just don't, that to me, I don't know. I mean, I know that's not what some writing is called. That's not what this is necessarily. I know what you're, because I've seen.
No, definitely not. I guess it just goes to show that, like, I don't think, like, I guess Lindsay has a point. Like, I feel like this approach could be awesome, you know? Because clearly no one is going to go just, like, posting random things like that. But, like, if it's
because I know someone's going to be like,
toothpaste like that, then, like.
Do you want to be in my group so you could earn money to go on vacation? Like, that's not what we're doing.
Like, that right there is a prime example, guys, that, like, if you're not posting about it, people don't know you can do it, right? Like, I would have never thought that you can earn money selling toothpaste. So if you don't post that you are earning an income with this, guys, people don't know that, right?
Every post, again, doesn't have to be about your income. Think outside the box of, oh, it helps me make an income.
No, but I'm just saying, guys, like, if you've never posted about making an income and you have made an income, like, people don't know that because you've never posted about that. If you have never posted that you could earn a free trip with this company, people don't know that you can earn a free trip with this company. If you don't post that you've lost 50 pounds, people don't know that that's what you're doing with this company, right? Like, you have to post about these types of things so people know that you can do that with this company we're with.
So this is going to be my first challenge. Well, all the stuff, get the book is like my first challenge, GoPro. Audible or get it on hard copy. I don't really care. Just get it. Read it. Okay. Lindsay said she read it in 3 hours on a plane. So like, and she's like, Jessie, I don't read. Like, she's like, I always listen to my PD. I never really read. She's like, but I read it on a plane and it definitely, like, you need to listen to it. And I was like, all right, or you need to read it. But like, if you are like, you know what, I want to go on this trip, this Success Club trip next year, go announce like what it was. Now, I'm not telling you to take like a stock photo, like show like a picture of you excited or whatever. Maybe next you can Photoshop. I don't really care what you do. Mexico, not Mexico, the Bahamas, because that's where it's at. Next to you, I don't really care what you do. But if you want to go on this trip, be like, y'all, they just announced a huge trip, you know, for Beachbody that I can earn to an all-inclusive, or I keep saying resort, I'm thinking like this year's trip, on a Beachbody cruise with all my Beachbody friends. Like, I'm super excited. I can't wait to go. Like, if you want to go, if it's something that you're like pushing for, if it's something that you're like Ashley said, she posted that about going to Punta Cana, I think right after it was released. Like, oh my God, they just announced huge trip going to Punta Cana. I'm going to be there, right? So post that kind of stuff. People love free vacation. I mean, if I just walked up to you and was like, hey, you want a free vacation? Would you turn me down? Probably not. Probably not. All right. Oh, look, say Ashley just said shout out to Amber. I saw you posted about the cruise yesterday. Good job, Amber. Amber Moots. Yeah, so like do things like that, y'all. Again, you don't have to necessarily have it right now. You don't have to be like already registered for it, right? To be able to talk about it. If you, and I'm not telling you to do this either, but if you, and then we're gonna go because it's already 9:10 and I have to shower and go to bed early. But because I'm a grandma. If you do have questions, ask me, like message me, post in the team page. I'm hoping that this actually recorded like to my computer, which I think it did because it didn't kick me off. What was I going to say? If you have questions, ask. All right. I will post video, Lindsay Stays 8-minute video that you don't just send this to people that you haven't talked to on the phone. That's like the most important part. Just getting them that 2-minute conversation. Hey, would you be interested in, watching this 8-minute video about what I do as a coach? Simple, right? And if they're like, yeah, or, well, what's it about? Oh, it just goes over, like, make it quick. Oh, it just goes over, a little bit more about what I do. Just let me send it to you if it is something you're interested in. And you can take a look at it. And if it's not something you're interested in, or not something that you want to do, totally fine. Just, give it a shot. Try it out. Watch it for 8 minutes, 6 minutes, whatever. So I will post that in the team page, and I'll send it to y'all, Dana and Lauren, and I think Tracy. And if y'all have questions about it, let me know. Go look in the files section in DFG United is the name of it. Go look at the scripts that Lindsay's posted. Go watch. Like, I know that this is like, I'm telling you, go do this, go do this, go do this. But the quicker you familiarize yourself, right? That was English? Okay. Then you'll be able to understand this more. And like, y'all, I seriously got on the call with her today and I was like, I don't understand this. Like, please explain it in like layman's terms. And she did. I mean, she did in her video too, but like, it just took me a little while to try. So if you're like getting off this call and you're like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. This is so crazy. Like, Jesse's a nutball. Like, I can't do this. Y'all, just take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. Just re-listen to the calls. Understand it, ask questions, and I promise you, it's going to be great, okay? We're good? Yeah? Who's ready to build a business? Who's ready to make some money? Who's ready to reach their freaking goals, y'all? Like, I'm so excited. Like, I haven't been this excited about Beachbody in a while. So I'm not going to, like, lie to y'all. I haven't. Not to say I don't love our team and I don't love the products and I'm excited about 80 Day Obsession. I'm pretty pumped about that. But like about the business side, like I just haven't been because I just haven't been. So I'm happy that y'all are in. And if y'all have questions, let me know. But yeah, I hope you have a great night. And yeah, I love y'all. Bye everybody.
Bye.